Hello? Hello? It is I, your great ruler Chaos, and I am here to tell you that we have a kingdom to run today. What kind of kingdom? I do not know, but we're going to figure it out. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to rule this place spectacular. So, I didn't set anything up, so let me just go ahead and turn off my awesome bravado and try to get started on this. So this is called King of the Castle. This is a game that you can play with viewers and multiple people. Apparently it can hold up to 3,000 people. So that's fun. That's fun stuff. We're gonna make a new dynasty. Actually, hold on. I think I can customize how I look first, right? Okay, so oh, okay. My avatar. Eyes. Okay. So I'm can we choose how we look here? Can we look to the left? Oh, oh. I need to, this person looks tired. Hold on. So right now we're just customizing the character. That person looks tired. More tired? That person looks more tired than that. Alright, so we have that going on for us. Glasses. A nice pair of spectacles could always work. Okay. The face. Young. How do you, beards? Okay, hold on. Where's the body? Can we speak about the body? Okay. How do I get this off my head? Hat. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's do the no crown? No crown. No, I got a crown. Yeah. Nice golden crown. Alright, that makes more sense now. So we got the face. Beard. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Random mustache. Oh wow, okay. Okay, hold on. Let's check the hair real quick. Cause the hair gotta get checked so we can check the beard. Do we need a beard? Probably not, right? Okay. Okay. We can go clean clean cut. Alright, so beard, hair. Let's see, what kind of hair do we got here? Okay, okay, hold on, let me check out the beard, because that beard was kind of... Okay. Like that beard, but we're gonna get out of that. I don't know, I feel like the face don't look that great now. Hold on. The hat. Lips. I'm frowning. Smirk? Yeah! Okay, we're gonna smirk. We're gonna smirk the entire time because we know that we are an awesome ruler. That's right. Alright, let's check out the threads we got here. Okay. 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 Ooh. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Big guy. Big king. Okay, I kind of like that one. It's kind of like I'm big, but you know, I'm kind of I'm kind of throwing out like I'm also intimidating. Okay, that's just too big. Like I just didn't do any exercise at all. Kind of big. Okay, hold on. So we got big, and then we kind of got like a little fit right here, and then we still kind of skinny. I kind of like this one. Like this one better. All right. So what do we got? Moles and stuff. We got a mole. We got some battle scars. 3 moles. Scars and freckles. Let's do a beauty mole, right? Let's do a little beauty mole like right next to our eye, right? All right. So what do we got? We got spectacles. We don't have to. Oh, okay. So how we rocking this? I mean, I can have them without it, but then it's kind of weird. Okay. Handsome king with a beard. Because I don't know how to flip this guy. Oh, region settings? Can't wear a mask or anything. Okay, I guess we'll go with this. I do have one little question though. Oh, they answered it. Alright, okay, I got like one little question. Yes. Question was answered. Okay, okay, I feel this, king. Okay. 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 Wow. Okay, we made a pretty. Okay, I feel this. Okay, wait. Now I'm torn. I'm torn. I like this one. I like this one. I'm okay with this one. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the ball. Oh God. I think I kind of like this one. Or I can do this. No, you know what? I think this cleans him up a little better. Yeah, that one cleans him up because if he does that, he's still wearing the hat, right? I think I like that one. I did like this though. That was kind of wicked. What am I to do? Region settings. Oh shoot! I didn't know I could do that. Noble shields. Your noble character can also set up custom shield that makes you easier to spot your vote in larger games. Okay. Noble character can also set up a custom shield. The capital. Oh, these are my subjects. Okay, hold on, because now this is gonna take a while, for real, for real. Okay, I think I like the way I look. I don't know if I. Okay, wait, maybe I don't. This or this? Locks spilt out. Alright, well this will give me some time to customize this. I feel like he looks a lot more like. Let's go with this one. All right. So the Barons of March. Okay. Oh wait, I don't have a shield. Okay. So we're gonna make this one a lady. The Barons of March. Okay, we got the Barons of March, the Chiefs of the North. So Chiefs of the North, we got Counts of the East, Grandees of the South, and Patrons of the Coast. Okay, so Barons. I feel like Barons and Chief need to be like. Let's make Chiefs. Let's make the Chiefs like a really big old guy, and then let's make the this lady. Is that red or is that orange? I don't know. All right, so she's not gonna wear glasses, right? She's not no glasses. Sharp look. Give her a sharp look. Okay. That'll work. And she can be, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe red and yellow, right? Okay, so let's see. Head. Have that. She can have that. Okay. No beard. Hair. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. And it could be red. Yeah. Hat. Or no hat. No hat. Okay. Lips. Unamused. Unamused. Just unamused. Okay, here we go. Here comes the drip. I need her to be like, I will hurt somebody if I have to. Okay, so she's gonna hold a sword. I want her to hold a sword, and whoever else, I want you to hold a sword, like, cause you about to end somebody's career. That's right, lady. Let me see. I like that one. This is your Barons of March avatar. It will appear as your avatar whenever you are sorted into the. Oh wait, no. Oh, this is actually me then. Oh shoot. Okay, let's that makes sense now. This makes so much more sense. Okay, well, I mean, you know what? That's cool. That's all right. And then let me see what do you got? You got like another sword, or okay, you got like a, okay, he's holding that, holding that. Okay, okay. What else are we holding? That's all we holding? Okay. Why does my person look so peaceful? No glasses. Not old. Not old. Uh, there we go. Take the hat off the head. No markings. Actually, hold on. Wait, okay, we gotta get rid of the hat. We gotta get rid of the hat or something. Hold on, get rid of the hat so I can see the markings. Okay, then put the hat back on the head. Okay, that works for me. Wait, we didn't even check the hair. We didn't even check the hair. We're like, what hair do we got? Oh, okay. It's already the hair I already had previously. Oh no, it's just okay. It's just different. Okay, gotcha. All right, lips unamused or smirking because I'm confident with myself. Okay, we did that. Any battle scars? Wait, we got the beard in black too. We do. Okay, why does that not look like it's in black? Any battle scars? Probably. I would do some battle scars under the marking instead of like a. Yeah, let's do that right under the eye. Beautiful. All right, so the Count of the East. Let me see, smugness, right? So I'm gonna do something. Still. Okay, so now I'm gonna act like I'm a old. Hold on. What are we popping off with this? Okay. This. Okay. Okay. my gosh. Okay, I like this. And I'm gonna take off beards and stuff. I want to actually make a female character. I actually like that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put purple. Yeah, just to kind of keep it in sync. No scar. Probably a beauty mole, if anything. Eyes. Kind of like that. It's definitely not a guy, but I think girls should be able to wear that stuff too. Okay, next. Gold. Okay. What we got for the outfits? Oh, I gotta make the shields and stuff too. God dang. Alright. It's all big and bright. Alright, remove the beards. Yellow. Yellow spectacles. No beard. That's cool. I mean, okay. Something that goes with the outfit. Oh gosh, you can't even see. Okay. And now this person has a mask. Okay, I'm actually fine with this one. Let me see. What we got? The fan. Oh, okay. I kind of like the fan. Nah, I like the fan. Okay, I like that one. I don't think there's anything I really need to change. Yeah, I think I'm actually okay with that. I'm fine with that. That's dope. I didn't have to change nothing. So now I got to go back and change my shields and stuff. And I'm used. Let me see. My shield patterns. Okay, they have the okay. Icons. Oh, they made this pretty simple. Okay. Next, got the axes. I want the icon to be. What is that? A dog, right? That's a dog. Yeah, they look like they have a bunch of dogs. Is there a better dog? That one? Is that a dog? Or is that a bird? We're gonna go with that one. Alright. Next. Okay, we got bats. Avatar. Yeah, I think bat is a fantastic symbol for this one right here. Or that one. Ba, 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 ba. Excuse me. All right, yellow. Yellow, bright as the sun. Okay, and then patrons, it should be a snake. They should have a snake, most definitely. There's a snake. Is there a better looking snake than that? No, there's not. Okay. Sneaky snake. Alright, I'm satisfied with this. That took a hot minute, so let's hit a new dynasty. Monarch's name. Took a hot minute to dynasty name. I probably, I'm just gonna have a. I'm gonna just Google. I'll just do like a quick dynasty name generator and kingdom name generator, and we'll just go with that. Or I could just call it my kingdom. You know what? I'm not really feeling these names. We'll give these a couple more button presses. I think we're just gonna let them go. I'm probably gonna end up calling it my kingdom. Alright. Guess that's what we're gonna do. My kingdom. Actually, let's not do that. Hold on. Let me see if I find something. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me see. 77. The dynasty's name is 77. Hello, James. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I am currently about to play King of the Castle. You have any ideas on a kingdom name? Ribs and barbecue. Sorry, I'm hungry. Okay. Ribs and barbecue it is. Ribs. Oh, I can't put that. And barbecue. Oops. BBQ. Barbecue cute. Monarch Chaosmasta of the Ribs and Barbecue Dynasty. No, we can make this work. Let's see. Your friends can join the game via internet browser. All they need to do is to get that. Okay. Stream on Twitch and your viewers can join your game by simply typing in the chat. Players who have bought the game will appear in the story more often. Okay, so just play on Twitch. I believe this is already installed, but I guess I'll click it just in case. Oh, okay. Yeah, I already have it. Alright, so what's going on? Choose 3 regions. Barons are brash rural lords famous for their belligerence and fondness of hunting. Huzzah! The chiefs are honorable warriors renowned for their pagan religion and prowess in combat. Okay, the counts are ruthless aristocrats steeped in secrecy. Allegations of the forbidden rituals are unproven. The grandees are impassioned duelists known for their strict adherence to honor, etiquette, and the ninth god. The patriarchs are wealthy seafaring merchants noted for their cleverness, skill, and negotiation in ornate mass. Okay, I have to choose 3 regions. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the chiefs. Are impassioned duelists known for their strict adherence to honor, etiquette, and the ninth god. Alright. So, I'm gonna pick them. Are wealthy seafaring merchants noted for their cleverness, skill, and negotiation. I think I need them too. I mean, what I could do... because they're known for honor. Let's do somebody unhonorable, and then... we'll do the... Can I only really pick 3? I only can pick 3. Choose 3 regions. Okay, so I picked those regions. Yeah, let's begin. Join the game. Your nobles may now play via Twitch chat with the join followed by she. Players can join mid-game and their wealth and region are saved in continued games. Okay. Can I just begin the game if I don't have anybody? Oh, it won't let me. Oh no. Okay, well it looks like we're in a little bit of a pickle, guys. I thought I would be able to play. I thought I would be able to play, and then people could just join in. But it doesn't look like I can without... Oh. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll leave it up. We'll leave it up for grabs for a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I think I did a good job making my character. Alright, well hopefully we get some people that want to join. So we'll just leave it up for a few minutes, and if a good amount of time passes and nobody joins, then what we'll do is we will jump to another game, unfortunately. I was hoping to get some people in here just to play something random. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. It's only been technically 7 minutes, question mark? No. It's been less than 7 minutes. Let me see here. So James, are you eating ribs and barbecue if you're still there? Got back some barbecue ribs. Nice. That's all you got, which is ribs? Are you barbecuing outside? Oh wow, that was cold. No microwave from Applebee's? Ah. If only, right? If only he was barbecuing outside. I mean, it's not dark yet. It's not dark quite yet. So we're kind of in a bit of a pickle, James. We can't play until at least I think one person joins. So I'm waiting to see if somebody wants to kind of take the deep dive. I think they said you gotta type it into the Twitch chat. Let me see. Yeah. Well, enjoy those ribs. All I had was the chicken salad. There's nothing wrong with the chicken salad. I actually, I mean, to me, I made a good chicken salad. Because I realized that I went to fast food places and spent a bunch of money on salads. And then I sat there and I said, it's just a bunch of lettuce with some cooked meat and some toppings. And all you need is salad dressing. Why am I not just making it at home? Why am I just not making it at home? The only thing that the restaurants got, for example, like Chick-fil-A, is the sauces, which they should just go ahead and just sell out to the stores, because people will just go ahead and buy it. Because I know a person who just goes to the actual fast food restaurant, the Chick-fil-A, just for a particular salad dressing packet. That's all they want. All they want. All they want. That's it. And I think that was before they got released in stores. Wow, we got no nobles. Oh my god! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it looks like we have a noble called J-Rod. Hey J-Rod, what's going on? Let's see, can we start this game now? We cannot. What the fudge? Okay, maybe one more person. Maybe one more person and then it'll start. Unless I'm hitting the wrong button. Oh wait, do you guys hear my fan? Oh, somebody should have told me they heard my fan. My bad. I didn't mean to be blowing air all in your ears, guys. My goodness, I am a terrible leader. Oh, you don't hear it? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Squire, write that out of existence. We just wait for one. I think we need one more person. I think we legitimately need like one more person. I didn't know that you needed like people to play. I thought you would play and rule and then people just kind of jump in cuz that's how I intended it, or at least that's what I thought in my head, and then now we're just kind of sitting here just yapping. Yeah, like I thought it was like, so for example, actually no, I can't say Jackbox because you at least need 2 for Jackbox. So if you already planned ahead. But for this, I thought it's like, okay, you're just gonna rule the kingdom and somebody's supposed to come in and just like do something. So I just gotta wait. I guess we'll wait for one more. I don't think I can insert myself. Actually, let me see if I can cheat. Hold on a second. I don't even think this would work. Let me see. See, is it gonna throw me in there? Ha ha! Still can't. God dang it! I tried. Okay. I don't know how many people you need. Hold on, let me see. Let me Google it. Let me Google it. Four. Oh shoot. We need two more. Oh, okay, that's gonna take a hot minute. Well, I might. Let me see. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me see something. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me call for assistance. Hold on, let me get some assistance. Wait, who is this? Oh, CJ! CJ! I need you to hit the join button for the King of the Castle. Hit the... you see the directions up there? You see the directions up there? Just do that. Just do that. Sweet. Can we do? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Okay, we need 3 people. I'm technically cheating because I shouldn't count. Okay, I'm working. I'm gonna be a little slow. Oh, take your time. Take your time. I'm just happy it worked. Oh shoot, hold on. Now I got everybody I got everybody messaging me. Okay. Okay, so what are we doing here? King of the Castle Primer. Alright, let's look at this, guys. Monarch is winning. Of course, I'm the monarch. I should be winning, right? Acquire an heir, then complete your ambition to win. Your first reign will likely end a disaster. Oh no, it's not gonna end a disaster. Look, I've already gave you guys my greetings. I've already told you I'm a great ruler, right? Great ruler. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. What's good? Hey, Botch, if you would like to join, I think that's how you can do exclamation point join, and then you can put your gender, he, she, they, and then it'll throw you into a region. I'm not a region, a faction. Monarch schemes. Keep an eye on the region's schemes. If they pass all their stages, they will win the game. Be careful of the region's defiance stat. If it gets too high, the regions may rebel against you. Nobles winning. So I think this is you guys right here. I'm currently playing a game with Magus. Okay, I mean, is it something I do AFK? Yeah, it's like a browser game, so you hit buttons, I think. Let me see. To win, pass all 3 stages of your scheme. Each stage requires you to get stats to certain levels, which are affected in votes. Okay. Noble voting. Voting is open. How you vote is up to you for your region scheme to stop other schemes, or for the good of the kingdom. If your defiance stat is high enough, you can rebel. This pauses your scheme and is risky, especially if you have a low military. Oh, we're gonna keep that military up. I'm gonna keep you guys in line. Events. Each season, you will get 3 events to play. Click on one to get started. Okay. So... oh, okay. Path to victory. Coordination. I think coordination, don't I? I just became a monarch, so let me just say how great I am. The monarch. This is your monarch, the streamer's character. They'll appear in most stories, but not all. Alright, Botch. These are the kingdom stats. If any of them are at 0 at the start of the season, the game will end. Oh, okay, so I can't have any of that hit 0. These are the region stats. Stats determine which events are generated. Defiance. If defiance is higher than both authority and stability, a region can trigger a rebellion. This will pause their scheme and is risky if military is low. You can scroll through the first list of nobles and their wealth here. Noble list, okay. Wait, where? Noble list. Okay, so I have myself, J-Rod, and CJ as of current. We have 4 nobles. Or 3, technically. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Oh god. Very well then, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past the council vote, even this. Shall we call in the nobles? Did I just have like a seizure? What just happened? Alright, certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do will indicate the change here. Okay. Not all choices change the stat, and these indicators, and they do not show the region affected. Okay. Voting. There are upcoming choices for your nobles to vote on, and these may change stats in some way. Laws of the land. The monarch can change how a vote is run with a law. You may use one law per vote. Try using your veto on one option you dislike. When the vote opens, nobles vote using the command !vote followed by their choice letter. Example, A. Like, okay, exclamation vote A. Exclamation B. I guess that's what they mean. Timer. The monarch may close the vote at any time after all nobles have voted, or the timer hits 0. Okay. Okay, so I gotta pick something. Set laws for voting. What kind of coronation should be held for the new monarch? Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Invite foreign dignitaries to show off our wealth. Throw the monarch into the river. No. 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 The nobles must put on a vast banquet for the monarch. A vast banquet for the monarch. Well, I mean, I don't want to. No. I mean, what in the world? Farming, and then yeah, let's do D. Let's do that. Can I just pick this one? Monarch veto. Okay, monarch's vote. Start the vote. Okay, nobody voted. All right, voting tied at 0. Break the tie by selecting one of these options. Well. Alright. What kind of coronation should be held for the new monarch? 0 nobles voted for. The nobles must put a vast banquet for the monarch. Yeah, cool. This shows which stat has been changed, how much by. Okay. The nobles spare no expense at your banquet table. Groans under the weight of it all. A whole roasted peacock, a boar's head stuffed in swan's tongues, an entire whale turning on a spit? What? It's a meal fit for the monarch, which is now you suppose what you are. Great! As it should be. As it should be. Alright, let's do path to council introduction. Alright. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet the council of nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wealthy coast, the scorching south, and of course the bleak march. Okay, introduce yourself to the Bears of the March. Human nobles. Oh, this is myself. This is awkward. Hey, so I'm you in another universe, but you know what? You're my evil twin, so you know we're twinning. Baroness Chaosmasta. Hail, well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. Okay. Introduce yourself to the grandees of the south. May the ninth god bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Is this you, Jay? This is your character that just popped up right here? Grandee, J-Rod, right over here? This you? This you right here? This guy right up there? And then who is this? This is CJ. Okay. Okay, CJ. Look at CJ with the mask on. That's crazy. A pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back, as I should. This is what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Wait, my dad told me that? That's crazy. That's insane. Heir and ambition. The monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful but not necessary. Winning the game. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, or before you lose all authority, treasury, or stability. Alright. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are most difficult. You are new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paper bag. Better monarchs than you have been toppled by their treacherous nobles, Your Majesty. To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir. Oh, that quickly, huh? And prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? A conqueror? A peacekeeper? As the greatest monarch who ever lived? As an architect of a new golden age? As a saint? As the parent of the nation? I'm gonna go with as the greatest monarch who ever lived. Because that's what I am. I see. You're the type who likes to build a lot of statues of yourself, aren't you? Hey, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Pause. Do I have to behead you off the gate? Who is this? The spy master? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. In season. Now that you've played all events, advance the game by clicking in season. Each region will now vote for one of these three randomly selected schemes. Scheme stages are made up of 3 stages which have a stat requirement. Passing all 3 scheme stages places the region's claimant on the throne, winning the game. Oh, okay, so you guys have a way to win. Interesting. Scheme for the grandees. Esquina of the J-Rod lineage, charismatic former priest, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. J-Rod, get your mans. Get your mans. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, looks like you have to vote on something. It's like exclamation point vote A, B, C, D or something, or A, B, C. Sorcery. Lower stability. Doppelganger. Sorcery? That's crazy. One noble voted for sorcery. Raise authority. The grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immoral spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the monarch was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Luca of the Chaosmasta bloodline, notorious marcher general, stands before the blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me and your rightful monarch on the throne. Who is this? This is from my line? That's crazy. How do I stop my evil twin? Okay, well since this is technically me, right? I gotta vote. I'm gonna hit A. Oh, did I do that wrong? Oh, don't look like that's gonna work. Voting has closed. Oh. The barons plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the monarch before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise their treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. I got the last 2 seasons, that's crazy. Octavia, of the Circuited Geek family, well-known coastal tycoon, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patrons of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that monarch, Chaosmasta. Something must be done. Something will be done. Your head will be cut off. Your head will be cut off. That is what will be done. You gotta do exclamation point, vote, and then hit C, or capital C, because it seemed like that worked for J-Rod. Oh, too late. Oh wait, it worked? That's crazy. That was some delay. Corruption? Lower authority. The patrons plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, you guys must lower the authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Here, you can review the region scheme and the claimants. Okay. When you have an heir, they will appear on the right of this page. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. This vote is between the 2 regions with the highest combined stats and your heir, if you have one. Oh god. Warning, the monarch currently has no heir. Okay, looks like we gotta get we gotta get with it. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. I gotta get rid of Luca, which is from my bloodline apparently. Sometimes it be your own family, you know. I gotta get rid of Quacunia from J-Rod's bloodline for some unknown reason. And then Octavia. Adopt the law. Here you can adopt the law that alters how voting is run. You'll be able to adopt more once a year at the end of winter. Okay, you can only adopt 1 new law at a time and have a maximum of 3 laws to use. Alright, reverse voting. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. Okay. If nobles vote for their monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. How nobles choose to vote is hidden from the monarch's view. I'ma sabotage y'all. Cause y'all already out to get me anyway, right? Get that. Get that. Vote for your least... What was that? Vote for their least favorite option. The option with the least votes will pass. Oh god, I can't see. What does that say? A new trend. The honor guard. going on over here? Now that you're a monarch, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Did this man just threaten to kill me? I'm watching you, Marshal. Ha! I'd like to see you try. Is it your imagination? Does your Marshal stifle and wry chuckle? In any case, she quickly hides it. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a section of elite guards. The patrons would champion gladiators from the arena, the grandees with the fierce battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Well, that sounds more like my alley. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and the region. Of course, you could come to hire foreign mercenaries, and they'll be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about the coastal gladiators. The southern battle nuns? That's so weird. A gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skills at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable. Can you trust them? Tell me about the veterans. These soldiers have fought more battles than they had in hot dinners. They're a bunch of unclothed, no doubt, and won't adapt to the life. Well, okay, they won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and as tough as nails. Okay, tell me about the nuns. Terrifying warriors, and they've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty to the church above all, even your safety. Okay, I made my decision. I am going to... I'm going to get these guys. Defiance is now aloof. Defiance is now aloof. Defiance is now loyal. Okay. The veterans arrive a few weeks later, and they march into your throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne, hands on the sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Yo! Protection, that's what I'm talking about. What's going on down here? Lord Patreon Circuit Geek is here to see you, Your Majesty. He wants to sell you, a crab. Of course he does. The latest trend of the coast, Your Majesty. The patrons have started keeping the species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. For a crab? Okay, very well. Send them in. Alright, CJ, let me see what you got. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you these crabs will only go up in value. What a waste of everyone's time. I'll make a sale of jewel crabs illegal. Well, if I buy the crabs, then my wealth goes up, right? Where's my wealth at? I mean, do I even need money like that? I don't know if I need no crabs though. Turn this fool away. You know what? I'm gonna take a risk on it. I'll buy the box of crabs. I'll believe you, CJ. I'll believe you, CJ. If you lied to me, I'ma find you. I got guards now. Counting on your gold, Lord Patron Circuit Geek assures you that you will not regret your purchase. That it? Oh, the monk. Your Majesty, a young southern monk named Gillen Griff seeks an audience. He's writing a book and has a small request. I can vouch for his seriousness. Okay. Got a book. He wants to write the history of your reign, your majesty, so future scholars may delight in tales of your wisdom, I can only assume. Alright, show him in. Thank you for seeing me, your majesty. I'm writing a history of your reign, but research is costly, so I was wondering if you might donate a little support my efforts. Portray me as a living god. Well, I'll try to be as unbiased historian, but for you, your majesty, I'll make an exception. Cool. Thank you for seeing me, your majesty. I can't wait to read this book. Oh, Gillen is trying to write a complete history of the kingdom, but I doubt I'll be ready until long after we're both dead. Dang it! Wasted my money. In the season, nobles can use their wealth to bid on any building in any region, each of which affects the stat. This is done through an auction where only the two most funded buildings are chosen. When an auction is open, the nobles can fund the following command: !fund 8x, where the x is the personal wealth. When you're ready, hit the start auction to begin the auction. Okay. So you guys have to pick if you want to make things better for your stuff. Okay. So, J-Rod, you got the option of a duct or a monument. CJ, you got the choice of a deer park or a theater. And then for my thing, I got a choice of a prison or a thieves guild. Oh, I didn't start the auction yet. So you gotta hit exclamation point X and then put the amount. Right? I think that's what that is. Where X is the character code and Y is the amount you're pledging. Okay, I'm gonna start the auction. Let me see. Okay. You've made your purchase. And then CJ, he's working currently right now, so he'll figure it out. Alright. Time is up. You're too late, CJ. The auction's closed. Alright, before we move on to the next season, if anybody would like to join, you just have to hit exclamation point join, followed by if you're a guy, girl, or an Apache helicopter. So it's basically he, she, or they. If you'd like to join. Currently we got 3 nobles, which is just us 3 here. The crop, finding a spouse. Okay, let's do that. I gotta beat you guys before you before you get me. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passage of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, and even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Dang. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. But mother, I don't want to get married. What kind of... But mother, I don't want to get married. Is it really that urgent? I've been busy. You better find the time. Don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding an eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I'm not interested in love. Well, I mean, my character's a guy. I mean, hold on. Wait, pause. Pause. If they want an heir and my character's a guy, then it gotta be a girl. Because how can you get an heir with another guy? Right? Right? I mean, huh? Okay, I'm sorry. I guess women. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Okay. See anything going on the coast, the capital, the wandering bard. Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She has come to compose a song for you. Not any bard, Your Highness, the best in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. Sally Six Fingers? Hey, Twizzy! Are you the king of the castle? I am. I am. And you can also join, Twizzy. You have to be on Twitch, though. A song, you say? About me? Why, of course. In fact, I have a tune and the verse all but ready. I have saved my best work for you, my monarch. What you mean? So, essentially, I'm ruling a fabulous kingdom right now. It's fabulous. It's great. It's fantastic. Everything is running perfectly smooth. Nothing is going wrong. And you, as a viewer, can join as a noble faction, which is the barons, the grandees, or the patrons, and try to sabotage that. Right now, we're running smooth. So I win if I make an heir, and you guys win if you sabotage me and put your heir on the throne instead. So we'll find out. But you can only do it by Twitch because unfortunately YouTube can't they don't make, which is weird, which they should have started doing, is making like extensions for both Twitch, YouTube, and whatever else has a live function feature. But I think because Twitch is like the main streaming source, it's just automatically Twitch. Okay, how do I do it? So you see where it says type exclamation point join followed by your pronouns. So basically like exclamation point join and then put he. Why, of course. In fact, I have a tune and verse all but ready. I have saved my best work for you, my monarch. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire? Teach them to love me. Teach them to fear me. Because I am playing that nonsense right now. Actually, hold on. I don't think you guys did anything wrong. Not yet. Can they love me as a ruler? Do I do it right? Let me see. Noblest. Yes, you are right here. As you can see, you are part of the Grandees. You're with J-Rod. So you're with the Grandees currently right now. You're chilling here. Teach him to fear me. I will do so, Your Highness. Absolutely. Give me but a few weeks, and everyone within the Crown's land will know of your might. Pray, I need only a small payment of 500 gold for the time, a discontinued rate for one esteemed as yourself. Challenges. Some choices have uncertain outcomes called challenges. These can be either random or based on a stat. The percentage shows the chance of success. Deserve more than that. What about 1,000? Very well. Take your money. 50%. I'll pay you quadruple. Make it worth my while. I'm gonna have to make some money if I do this, though. Pay you? Don't be silly. I'm the monarch. see. I'll pay you quadruple. Let me see. 75% chance. I can't do that. Very well. Take your money. Dang it. The song has a desired effect. Everyone is impressed by your regal bearings. Okay, cool. Okay, the nothing in the south. Because this is the last one right here. Pardon me, Your Highness, but a terrible blight has been affecting our cabbage crop in the march. Why should I care about cabbage? Okay, what can we do about it? That's obviously... It breaks my heart, Your Majesty, but we need to abandon the harvest and raise the affected crops. Hopefully that will contain the spread. That will mean a hard winter. Don't listen to these ignorant common folk, Your Highness. They're overreacting as usual. Burning the crops would cause far more famine than it would prevent. Set laws for voting. Okay, so Twizzy, right here, this is where you guys start voting. I believe that's what it is. Let me see. I can do the monarch's vote. The monarch marks their preferred voting options. This gets one extra vote. Set a law. So these are laws that you guys have to go by. So there's the monarch's vote, which is if I vote for something, I think that's how that works. I can veto the vote and take the option off the table. And then I have something set up where the nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. We didn't start the vote yet, Twizzy. We didn't start the vote yet. I'm gonna start the vote now. Get ready. Oh wow, it already did it. That's crazy to me. I'm gonna pray to the night for a miracle. Raise the blighted cabbage crop. I'm gonna pray for a miracle, cause... Alright. Voting is tied at 1. Break the tie by selecting one of these options. You know what? Let's go with Twizzy's option. Let's consult a witch. A local wise woman who lived in the Thacket cottage nearby offers some work of minor hedge magic and return life to the soil. I can heal your ravaged fields if you keep the inquisitors out of my lands. The barons are so desperate that they accept, despite the high inquisitors' deathly glare. Soon the fields are rippling anew crops. Okay. Farming is now rampant. Fate is now skeptical. Your fate is now skeptical. On my end. Alright. In the season. Discontent on the rise. The march. Somewhere in the march, a group of barons are touring the Baroness Chaosmasta impressive trophy room. Once the tour is over, a bottle of brandy is uncorked, and the barons settle down for a light some light treason as a treat. Great God! What happened? The monarch is broke. They got less money than when we started. It's as if they determined to be frivolous and wasteful as they possibly can. It's got to stop. Oh, that's that guy's trying to overthrow me. Hey, we better get to it. Try to persuade them to save up a bit. Opening a savings account with the bank. Bribe them if you have to. The barons aim to raise the treasury up to 2,000 or more. Holy crap! The king is broke! Recruiting a wizard. Okay. Down in the south, Grandy J-Rod is practicing his swordplay, cutting a dummy to ribbons. Suddenly the sky turns black. A flash of light, a boom of thunder, and a figure stands where charred scraps of the dummy used to be. I am Immoral, wizard of the storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick. I thought we might have a common goal. The monarch has been overstepping their bounds recently, haven't they? This is undeniably true. Watching from the clouds, I have observed many grave injustice committed by the monarch's minions. Wait a minute. I thought I've been doing a pretty good job, to be honest with you. Technically, The precincts of magic forbid me from intervening, but at last, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose I gain nothing from keeping it to still. One thing, though, you must deal with the bees on my behalf. Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane, they're simple insects, but they're apparate the world of dreams and magic. They're powerful and intelligent, call themselves the dream of being. They have an innate fondness of royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interferences, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Alright, so that's your goals, guys. At the grandees, you must lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. So I think this is our 2nd season so far. Where's our farming at? 14 or less. Okay, so everybody else got to raise their farming. Taxation. Here you set different levels of tax or bribes from each region in your kingdom and potentially punish some while rewarding others. Balance that needs your treasury against defiant changes. Remember, if a region's defiance is higher than both authority and stability, they can rebel. All nobles gain wealth here, but one region gains extra wealth with trade bonus. Regions with a higher trade stat are more likely to get trade bonuses. Okay. Common tax, cruel tax. Okay, hold on, cause I can make some money off of y'all right now, like for real. Okay. Let's see. I'm only requiring you guys to give me 400 gold. Hey,
Astro Jace cheered. X16.
Thanks for the bits. Are you joining the noble faction, or are you just chilling out? No? No? Just chilling? Okay. Alright, I'm raising everybody's taxes because we're in need. Confirm the tax. Defiance is now cardinal. Defiance is now grumbling. Defiance is now grumbling. In the season. The Songstress. Your esteemed highness, a bard who calls herself the Songstress has been making waves in the coast. Her performances are attracting huge crowds, so huge that there have been brawls and stampedes as people push closer to the stage. There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots will get worse. What can we do to nip it in the bud? Okay. So, guys, what's the new law that we're setting to be done about the Songstress? Ban her from performing. Ensure her shows have adequate security. Invite her to the palace for a private show. This is not a matter for the council's attention. I'm gonna start the vote. You guys ready? Okay. J-Rod over here voting C. Ooh, well, you know what, Jay? I had asked you if you was joining us, and then you threw down a vote. So you have to join, Jay. You have to join. You see that nifty button up there that says exclamation point join? Yeah, I'm locked in. Alright, hold on, let me look at the noble list. What the heck? Everybody's not over with the barons. I'm trying to abandon the barons and everybody's over here. What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, you're in here. You're in here now. The voting has closed. 2 nobles have voted. Ban her from performing. Most wise, your esteemed highness. I will send the city watch to inform her that her music is banned from the public spaces. Defiance is now aloof. Hold on. Let me see about these crabs that CJ had offered me. Let me see if they're making profit. Because if they're not making profit, CJ, I'm coming for your head. I'm coming for your head. The crab craze has swollen to an unforeseen heights, your majesty. That's good, isn't it? The trade is so profitable that patrons are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. But who cares about that, your majesty? Your box of crabs are now worth nearly double what you paid for. Sell, sell, sell. Hold your nerve and hold on to the crabs. No, I need to sell, sell, sell. I'm ready to sell. Your crabs. You sell your crabs for much more than what you paid. The treasury is now satisfied with your practicality. Nice. Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. Uh-oh. Alright, so Jay, like I was trying to explain to Twizzy, how I win, I make an heir. After I make an heir, I don't think it matters what happens to me. So let me bring you guys what you guys are doing here. So the grandees, you're kind of like a special group of people. Oh wait, oh I can zoom in what you guys look at. Okay, Twizzy, okay. Look at Twizzy over here. This is J-Rod. This is CJ. This is Jay. Okay, Jay. And then this is me, because we was trying to start the game, so I'm kind of low key. I was hoping somebody would go over the Baron side, but nobody has yet. So I'm just like, I got to keep playing the Baron side. Wait, GG. Wait, what are you GGing about? That's Jay. You got a mask on. That's your money. That's how much money you have. I must be winning. Eligible options. Queen Mother. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each kingdom. The 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. And a partner for life. Have to hold. Don't forget. What if I don't want to marry any of them? That's a decision can wait until after you've seen them, isn't it? Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. You need a match that befits your stations and suits your political needs. Okay. She whisked away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast, we have Clovia, the wealthy heiress to the noble patron Astro J's estate. She's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness that's rare along the coast. I'm looking at her, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Kind of sus. I mean, maybe she removed the mask. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, guys. I don't know. Queen Mother, I think you might have messed up. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. This is your bloodline. I'm sorry. Hey, yo. Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, and making more of it. Okay, hold on. She might be speaking my language now. Like, hold on a minute. Unfortunately, she's quite bad at it. Okay, hold on. No, never mind. Off the table. Cut the comms. All her business's deals seem to fall through. Could be worse, could be a lot better. Queen Mother, from the south. Ada, the eldest daughter of Twizzy 92 lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Twizzy, okay, I don't know. That's kind of crazy right there. That's crazy. All right. Okay. Like many in the South, she claims to have put her fate in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. Unfortunately, she lacks the common touch. The peasants have some terrible nicknames for her. I don't know about that one right there. Queen Mother, you couldn't find somebody else? Okay. Yeah, I don't like the look of her. And finally, we have March's offering. Henrika, scion of the prestigious Chaosmasta's bloodline. Unlike most of the barons, she can conduct an entire conversation without shouting. And look at her, stunning. Okay, but what's the con? Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She's got a reputation for not giving a dang what anyone thinks of her. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I think Queen Mother kind of set you guys up for failure, because that's kind of crazy. This option right here, this is that all? Meh. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Okay. Ada, was it Clavi? Let me see. Show me. Okay. Honesty, fair, and fair-mindedness, that's rare along with the coast. Her interest is typical coast, money, money, money. Unfortunately, she's quite bad at it. Alright, guys, what do you guys think? I think I need to go with Henrika. I think I'm gonna go with Henrika. Alright, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go with Henrika. If she kills me... Oh wait, what happens if I refuse to marry any of them? Can I get another shot to try to marry somebody? Let me see. Okay. Let's do, what is it? Henrika the March. Excellent. I'll make arrangements. Okay. The South does not like me. Whew. Alright, we're gonna end the season. Wallowing in corruption. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patrons of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Blood, ashes, damnation, sea and storm take us all. Whatever is the matter? I offered cash to the palace official and he acted like I was trying to give him head lice. It doesn't surprise me. The monarch's authority is quite respected. You're lucky he didn't turn you over to the watch. So there's no room for some good old-fashioned bribery? What's the world coming to? The patrons aim to lower the authority to 4 or less. Okay, so CJ and Jay, your goal is to try to lower my authority. That's what your goals are, in 4 or less. Right now, my authority is like discontent on the rise. Baroness Chaosmaster is hosting yet another tour of her trophy room. Once everyone has finished admiring the new stuffed lion, they settle down to discuss the real reason for the meeting. The common folk are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the monarch's hiding, they're itching to get rid of them. Careful. We don't get them too riled up, mind you, or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well. Yeah, now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them the monarch Chaosmaster is not only greedy, but they're utterly incompetent too. Hey, you guys are supposed to be from my bloodline. Stop supposed to just be your own family. For the next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Alright, end of the year. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council votes. We can't pass more than 3 of these laws at once, so only 1 may be used per vote. Okay. The monarch can mark their preferred voting option. If chosen, they gain 1 plus authority. Okay. Royal gamble. 600 treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, negative 200 in the treasury. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. Swing votes. Alright, so I'll get rid of this one for you guys. I think that's kind of weird. You guys want to do swing votes or the monarchs? Okay, you know, I'll do this and I'll get rid of reverse voting. How about that? Since I'm such a kind and gracious leader, I give you guys that option. You're welcome. Falsely accused. Your Highness, I bring bad news from our newly constructed prison in the march. One of the prisoners, a murderous rogue by the name of Ronald Carnival, has escaped. His location is currently the double door swing. The double doors bang open. A grubby-looking peasant strides to the council hall, escorted by anxious watchmen. In this room? Sorry, Your Majesty. He said it was urgent, and he was pretty persuasive. Your Majesty, I swear I'm innocent. Baroness Chaosmasta threw me in prison and triumphed on charges simply because I said I didn't like her hat. My liege, I have no idea what this fool is talking about. How should the council respond to this potential abuse of power by Baroness Chaosmasta? Okay, hold on now, 'cause this is my bloodline. We gotta be nice. We gotta be nice to my bloodline, okay? The Baroness Chaosmasta, she did know better, you know. Her hat's kind of on fleek, but, you know, that guy kind of insulted her a little bit. If somebody insulted your hat, I'm pretty sure y'all throw him to the gallows. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. Alright, I'm gonna start the vote. In 3, 2, 1. Throw this foolish peasant back in the prison. I changed my vote. Oh, I didn't select that. I didn't select that option for you. Okay, so we need a tiebreaker here. I love groupthink. Throw this foolish peasant back in the prison. Allow both Baroness Chaosmaster and the peasant to go free. J-Rod there, can he break the tie? No, he did not break the tie. Okay. Alright, throw this foolish peasant back into prison. Allow both the Baroness Chaosmaster and the peasant to go free. So, the only thing with that is Defiance is going to go up, Authority is going to go down, Farming is going to go down. Vote D. Okay. Voting has closed. How should the council respond to this potential abuse? They go free. Thank ye for my freedom, ya maj. This peasant is lying. Taking you all for dang fools. I'll testify it under oath if I have to. Defiance is now cardinal. While the common folk celebrate Ronald Carnival's exoration, it's also taken as a sign that the monarch's justice is flawed. Authority is now credible. That's crazy, guys. Later, you hear that Ronald Carl has turned up dead in the ditch. Came down with a bad case of multiple stab wounds. Apparently, Baroness Chaosmasta swears she isn't to blame. Okay. Okay, apparently, apparently Baroness Chaosmasta, had a little talk with that Ronald Carnival guy. That's crazy. I would have never assumed that would have happened. Whatever the case, the common folk certainly blamed Chaosmasta and laid down their farming tools in protest. Let's see, anything going over on the south? Nothing's going on over here. Banned music. Your August Majesty, how could you be stupid enough to ban the songstress' wonderful music? CJ, didn't you suggest that? Wasn't it you that suggested that wait. I don't know. I thought he brought it up. Yeah, that was your idea. That was your idea, you buffoon. Oh, I know. I supported the ban, but that was before she played me a tune. Now I realize it would be criminal to keep her music from the world. Oh, the Vines is now insolent. Oh, anyway, I don't think you could ban it if you wanted to. The watch officers you sent to arrest her have joined her fan club instead. So let's forget about this silly ban, shall we, and maybe invite her to the palace. Alright, we're voting again. Set laws. Should the council unban the songstress music? I'm gonna start the vote. Okay, allow her to perform freely again. Okay, we got some stragglers in here or what? What's going on? Okay, we got... Oh, okay. Order the spy masters to investigate this phenomenon. Okay. Order the spy master to investigate this phenomenon. Investigate her? Absurd. The songstress has done nothing wrong. Don't worry, your majesty. I'll get to the bottom of this. Your refusal to lift the ban is met with riots from the peasantry who love the songstress. Worse still, she continues performing anyway in open defiance of your authority. My authority is now dubious. That's crazy. The wedding. Your wedding to Henrika is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants are alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one. You're only one not taking. Wait. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing on Saint Bertrand's cathedral with Henrika at your side. You're selling? You're selling what? Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I changed my mind. I can't do that. No, I do. I already got here. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Henrika, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which she flatters you outrageously. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank God for the wedding. By the time you find yourself alone with Henrika, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. You dance so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? Agree with her. Admit that your heart wasn't in it. I agree with her. You endure a long conversation in which Henrika seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. Oh, I don't like that. By the night's end, you still don't know who Henrika really is, or her real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go on your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Still strangers? That's crazy. In the season. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. Okay, so Luca is a distant cousin. Scheming. Uprising. Lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Did they manage to do that? I don't think they did. Let me see. Embittered step on. Sorcery. Lower all the region's total farming to 14 or less in 2 seasons. Oh, I think you guys actually did that. Let me see. Lower the kingdom's authority to 4 or less. Did you guys actually do that? Alright, let's go and see what's going on in the south, guys. Your spy master suddenly appears at your desk and has returned from her mission to investigate the songstress, and you scan her for signs that she lost her will. How did it go? Please tell me you found something. What? I said, please tell me. She pulls a pair of plugs out of her ears. The songstress is a witch, drawing power from her lyre. It's made from magical wood. Some wizard who accidentally turned himself into a tree. What? When she sings while playing the lyre, people obey. But without that, she's nothing. What could be done to stop the songstress and her magical lyre? Alright, get ready for the votes, guys. Voting! Send her to the coastal. Send the coastal with earplugs to arrest her. Hire a thief to swap the magical lyre from mundane one. Have a deaf crossbow sniper from the distance. Allow the songstress to keep playing. I think C is funny. God dang it, guys. How you all playing and you guys go in a straight line for A, B, and C? That's unfortunate. I really did want to see what happens if the crossbow sniped her from a distance. I need somebody to play the Baron, like a random person to come in and play as a Baron. What can be done? Uh-oh, the authority failed. He ordered the soldiers to wear their earplugs and arrest the songstress. Unfortunately, discipline is exactly the coastal army's songstress. Then why did I hire you? Hey! What's going on? Bok Choy? Bok? I remember this game. Well, you can join. Oh my god, you can join. You can join. Look, you see that thing up there? You can join. You can, yeah, right over there. Right over there, you can join. Fighting while wearing earplugs? What a stupid idea. How will we hear orders? Don't worry about it. Just some new foolish notion the monarchs got their head in. We'll be asked to wear ducks on our heads next. As at the songstress' next performance, she walks out and plucks her lyre. When your soldiers burst on stage, she smiles and sings at them to obey her. About half of them are wearing earplugs, the rest are not. A massive brawl ensues. Half of the soldiers are slaughtering the other half. Uh-oh. The coast. The military is now pathetic. Amidst the chaos, the songstress slips away. She's last seen on a fast boat to Aruzala. No doubt hoping to build up a new following across sea. She's never seen in your kingdom again. Cool. Alright. So Bach, you can now make the decisions for us here. You guys let her escape. I can't believe that. You guys voted in a line. A line. Back from the hunt. Oh, look, it's Twizzy. Your Holiness, you recall the Queen Consort's recent visit to my lands? Oh yes, Henrika said something about your lovely local cheese. Quite so. More importantly, your wife Henrika went on a hunt with some of my vassals and retainers. Alas, I have some bad news. Oh lord, what happened? I will allow this good peasant to explain. Your Majesty! Okay, go on. It was the Queen's consort, my prize sow, Princess. She was loose in the fields that day. We had her grazing, and your wife, your highness, she shot her! You shot a pig on your epic hunt? Hilarious. Is that true? I don't remember it happening. Surely I would have apologized already if I did. Please, your the princess was not worth more than my whole farm. My family might not get through the next winter without her. Hmm. Um, okay, so, Twizzy, Twizzy, I don't even know why they have this option here. Hey, Twizzy, do you mind, dropping 300 bucks for this person's cow? You don't mind, right? It's only 300 bucks. As your gracious, respectful leader, and royal decree to the throne. What do you mean no? You don't mind? Okay, you're a swell guy. You're a swell guy. But why? But that's Defiance is now insolent. Grandy Twizzy's wealth has decreased. Thank you, Your Majesty. You're most kind. I will not give any. Oh well, too late. You already did it. Good on you, Twizzy. Good on you. Granny Twizzy sets his jaw tightly, then nods. Your wife visibly relaxes her shoulder as judgment is rendered. What is going on with Jeff the Land Shark? Welcome to the club. You cur! Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crab. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. How could this be? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patients. Okay. Curiously, Lord CJ, the very same one who began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. Okay. Some of your wealth has decreased. Some of the Baron's wealth has decreased. Some of the Grandee's wealth has decreased. And then CJ has actually gained a lot of cash. CJ has actually gained a lot of cash. You guys need to look at CJ's money. Hold on, let me move my head. You see that? You see that right there? You see how much money that man made? You might want to get after him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying right here? That this man's made all this right here. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles has invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the at the patrons' benches. What should be done to help the coast recover from the imploding crab market? All right, so we have. When I say I'm gonna put in the vote, that's when you guys go ahead and vote, or you guys go ahead and vote and maybe just put it in there. But look at what we got. Bail out the failed businesses along the coast. Let the coast suffer full consequences for this crisis. Arrest Lord CJ and confiscate his ill-gotten gold. Alright, we're starting the vote. CJ, you look like you, That's crazy. It looks like the council has turned against CJ. Kill him. The voting has closed. So, 3 nobles voted for arrest Lord CJ and confiscate his ill-gotten gold. Your soldiers storm Lord CJ's mansion, arresting him and confiscating his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. Trade is now modest. Defiance is now mutinous. Stability is now turbulent. Treasury is now a whole bunch of money. And CJ is back to being broke. Outraged patrons protest that your actions are illegal and make mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the monarch? And that is the end of this season. Alright guys, so this is the part where you get to buy stuff for your your little faction, right? So you guys have an I didn't hit start auction yet, but you guys get choices. So barons, you get to buy an observatory or a prison. You get to buy a duck or a deer park. Up farming, down farming, and you get to buy a stadium or the theater. Now remember, these have effects. These have effects to the kingdom. So I'm going to go ahead and start the auction now. Let's go. Vote with you? Okay, I only... Hold on. Let's see. Vote... Oh, wait. Oh, don't forget, you got to put in the money. Vote... A, and then put like 100 gold on it. There we go. We're waiting for the Patreons. The Patreons. Time's up. Continue the rebellion report. Rebellion. One or more of the regions are able to rebel as the defiance and stat is higher than both authority and stability. Victory points. If the rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they'll win the game. If the loyalist gets more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue the game. Multiple rebels. If multiple regions rebel and win a vote between 2 rebelling regions, the highest stat will determine the successor. Important. Rebelling regions have their schemes paused. Military stat. The region with the high military stat or more likely to overthrow the monarch with the rebellion. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0, the rebels will win the civil war. Okay. Oh, okay. CJ's people is on the verge of a rebellion here. We need to stop this. This needs to be stopped. Need to start a rebellion. Voted to rebel. You're broke? About your heir. Your marriage to Henrika is not what you hoped. She seldom sleeps in your bed, and over breakfast you exchange a few frosty words before she departs on a hunt. The last thing on your mind is procuring an heir, but the needs of the kingdom must prevail. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. It felt more like a life sentence than a wedding. Oh, don't be so dramatic. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're not your actual child, or the youngest of your many cousins. I'm pretty sure I have a child lying around somewhere. Okay, I will make my youngest cousin my heir. I plan to adopt a low-born child from the orphanage. I will try to have a child with the wife. I mean, I've already married her. I've already wasted my life away. What is she here for? Why did I get married if I'm not going to have a child with my wife? I need to sit down and talk to her. Or we're going to try. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Thanks, Mom. You ruined my life, Mom. I was okay. Panic in the courtroom. Noble Astro J. Your Serene Highness, I bring bad news from the coast. We are receiving reports of... I'm sure your news can wait. Oh, Twizzy interrupted you. Oh, wow, Jay. Twizzy just interrupted you. I'm sure your news can wait. I bring urgent tidings from the south that demand the monarch's attention at once. Wait. Your turn, you ignorant dolt. Why don't you settle your quarrel outside? Oh, there's Bach. Meanwhile, I have news of the march that really is urgent. Oh God. Okay, one at a time. The industries on the coast are in grave danger. The workers are striking. They demand fewer hours and higher pay. Is that all? By the 9th. The cities of the south are being consumed with riots on a weekly basis. Our citizens want to overthrow the monarch and elect a more competent ruler. Okay, hold on. Calm down, Twizzy. I know I stole your money, but let's calm down a minute. Let's calm down 2 seconds. My news is even worse still. Order of the March has broken down, Your Highness. Some of the battalions have killed their own officers and begun roving in the wilderness, acting like common bandits. All these problems have arisen because the kingdom is increasingly unstable, Your Highness. Something must be done. What do you suggest? Unfortunately, we lack the resources to tackle all these problems at once. We must vote on which matter to prioritize. Alright, we're voting again, guys. What are we focusing on? And we're starting the vote. Break up the cities along the coast. That's all we got? Alright. Break up the strikes along the coast. You send your troops to break the strikes. After the resulting riots have died down, the strikers reluctantly get back to work. The patrons are satisfied that you enforced order, but more and more workers abandon the coast altogether, seeking employment in other regions. Defiance is now aggrieved. Trade is now struggling. The crisis on the coast has been quashed, making the kingdom as a whole slightly more stable, but the nobles of other regions feel you're ignoring their problems. Defiance is aloof. Stability is now teetering. Alright, I'm gonna head to bed. Well, thanks for stopping by, Bach. I appreciate it. A ghoulish problem. Your Majesty, we are having terrible problems in the march. The people have lost faith in the ninth god, and churches are being left to crumble. Without the priests to perform rites, the dead are rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. The dead are rising? Calm down, Your Majesty. For now, the incidents are confined in the march. We must remind the marcher folk that they are lost without the ninth to protect them, especially once they've passed. Set a new laws for voting. Alright, guys. And what can be done to prevent the dead from coming back as ghouls in the march? And we're hitting the vote. Employ the ghouls as a source of cheap labor. Hire adventures to eradicate the ghouls. Why don't we just send more priests in the march? Or, okay, maybe not. Cremate bodies in the march instead of burying them? What is happening? You know what? I'm gonna go with Twizzy. I think Twizzy got the right idea. Actually, I'm curious about the cheap labor too, but the 60% or the 60, I don't think it's gonna make it. I think it's gonna flop. So I'm gonna go with the safe choice. The Adventurers Guild is very happy to offer you the services of a dozen loot-hungry scoundrels with a magical sword and death wish. Fear not, your majesty. We'll put those rotten guys back into the ground. The adventurers are good as their word. They carve up so many ghouls that the farmers use the corpses as compost as soon as the march is a quiet one once more. Farming is now abundant in the march. Stability is now stable. Is that all we got? End of the season. Wait, what's going on with the, how am I ruling here? Okay, I'm not doing bad. Look at that. 5 authority, 5 stability, and a little bit of money on the side. The only one who got screwed over was CJ. He's in jail currently right now. You guys threw CJ in jail. You guys threw that man in jail. That's why we haven't seen him so far. Down in the south, Grandee J-Rod is visiting the wizard Athamor and her tower, floating on an island amid the clouds. I walked through the Aperi last night, and the dreams of beings still rule their crystalline cities. What's taking so long? But please, just give me a few more months. By the 9th, I won't let you down. Hurry up. I am not accustomed to failure. Hey, Dragoon. Did you want to join us? There's a join button over there, exclamation point, join. There's gonna be a Remarried Empress K-drama. Nice. They didn't even finish the manga though, so like why are they putting the live action out there? Sparks fly from Immoral's fingers, and Grandee J-Rod yelps in pain, his hair standing on end. The Grandees aim to lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less. Okay, so you guys have to lower the combined farming to 14 or less. Combined farming, so everybody's farming has to go down. Okay. The Barons sell weapons cache at the Tatler's lands, making a killing of 500 wealth. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. You know what, guys? I raised the tax the last time, right? So as your gracious ruler, hold on. Let's put some godliness behind this. As your grateful ruler, you will have common tax. Oh my god! I can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening for you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're getting common tax. Defiance is too high, and one or more of the regions is considering a rebellion. The rebellion will stop the region from advancing their scheme. They can't be taxed or partake in normal votes. Let me see. Defiance is too low. Where's your Defiance at? Oh, okay. Your Defiance needs to be 6 or higher. The Grandees are on the verge of a rebellion. Okay, I gotta stop the Grandees. I know they were kind of pissed off because I stole Twizzy's money, but it's okay. Wait, Twizzy, you're in the Grandees, right? Yeah. A nice soak. What is this? Great God! What in the ninth name is that smell? A bit of lavender oil, a little rose. Well, it's vile. Stay away from me, if you please. Won't do you much good. Everyone in the south is bathing in these days, all thanks to our aqueduct pristine waters. That's why I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight. That sounds wonderful. But you're getting rid of the natural stink that wars off disease. What? You smell. You know what? I'm gonna butter you up, Twizzy. You know what? Because I'm your gracious leader. You smell rather nice, actually. Why, thank you, Your Holiness. In fact, the council should establish public bathhouses in cities across the kingdom. Hex bells. Really? All the decent hunter needs is to plunge into a forest pool and wash off the blood every once in a while. Set laws for voting. Should the bathhouse be set up across the kingdoms? Go ahead and vote. Warn the kingdom about the dangers of bathing. Have the monarch bathe in public to show that it benefits. Build the bathhouses. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. Why are you having me go bathe in public? What's wrong with y'all? I ain't say nothing about going out there. No, CJ's the only logical one here. It's alright, though. Get out there and bathe? That's crazy. Bathhouse should bathhouses be set up across the kingdom? Your servants scurry to set up a huge tub in front of the palace. The nobles look on, along with a crowd of curious citizens. When you disrobe and sink into the steaming waters, no one dares to even crack a smile. Nobody's cracking a smile. You stole my money, and you thought sugar would fix it? What? Whoa, 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 good sir. Whoa, that is crazy. That is crazy up there. That is some crazy thought. Look, I'm your gracious ruler, okay? Look, you did a good thing for that man and that cow, okay? Or the pig. It was a pig, right? He wasn't gonna survive the winter. You helped him out. Fit for a monarch. So soothing. Fetch the royal ducky. The nobles laugh and applaud. Even Baron Bach claps a couple of times. With such a ringing endorsement, the popularity of bathing booms, and the grandees at the forefront of the new trend. Soon nobles travel to the south to enjoy health benefits. Look what I did for you, Twizzy! Look what I did for you! Look what I did for you! And your kingdom over there, and your little countryside over there. The south, the grandees' wealth has increased. Trade is now wealthy to the grandees. Mm-hmm. What's going on? Let me see the crab trial. Okay, CJ, are you there? Are you ready for your trial? If not, we can do Silver's discovered because you're the one in jail. These people put you in jail and stole your money and stole your mansion. That's crazy. Silver's discovered. Grandee J-Rod. Excellent news from the south, Your Highness. Prospectors have discovered deposits of silver on my land. Mining will begin. Wait. Astro J coming in. The noble patron Astro J waves an ancient parchment. The silver belongs to me. The deposit is on our side of the border, and the scroll proves it. This could get nasty, Your Majesty. The border between the south and the coast have always been highly contested. Set laws for voting. Which noble should benefit from the silver deposit? So remember, guys. This is your faction. So Twizzy and J-Rod, you're on the Grandees. CJ and Jay, you're on the Patrons. And then I'm on the Barons because I was trying to get the game started, so I don't technically count, but it's okay. I'm gonna start the vote. Okay, we got a split vote. Both regions must share the silver deposit. Oh wait, new. Vote A. Traitor. That's crazy. Well. Vote A. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. I'll give it to y'all. I'll give it to y'all. Okay. 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 Y'all better back me up after I did that little whole rubber ducky thing. I can't switch. It's okay. With a furious glance, Grandee J-Rod, the noble patron, Astroday storms out of the room. Sorry you had to see that, Your Highness. I'm sure they'll get over it. That's crazy. J-Rod, I feel like that's something you would say, too. They'll get over it. We rich. That's crazy. Like I'm gonna die, though. The Crab Trials. After months of delay, Lord CJ is finally due to stand trial for his crab-related market manipulation. You stand accused for perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I am guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the monarch. Pardon the offender. Imprison the guilty party. Hang the scoundrel. Hang. See, I can't do that. Because then, so you see these little effects right here? I have to keep my authority and my stability kind of close. He must be punished. Hey, you guys got rich. You guys haven't been all right since you got rich with your bathing scheme. He must be punished. That is crazy. He's just not even here to defend himself. Okay, imprison him then. Authority goes up and defiance goes up. Okay. Vote C. Wait, Dragoon, did you join? You didn't join. You gotta do exclamation point join first. Okay, we'll imprison him. We'll do that. Lord CJ is dragged away in chains, wailing for clemency. Most watching nobles agree that justice has been done, except for the patrons, of course. Please, your majesty, CJ has young children. Who do you suppose pay for the upkeep of his villa? Oh, okay, so CJ, you've been imprisoned. However, CJ too, if you see behind my head, has joined the council. So it looks like your son has joined instead. Seems like an even team. No, it's not even. It's not even. Baron. So Bach has left, and I just joined to start the game. So I technically should even be playing. In the season. Okay, I think we did a good season. Back in the March, Baroness Chaosmasta has met with her co-conspirators once again. Brandy is being passed around in good measure, but there seems to be little cause for celebration. It's no good. The peasants are losing momentum. If we don't keep up the pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives in peace. Bah! Lazy good-for-nothings. Can't even get off their backsides for one measly revolt. We have to keep them unhappy. Don't allow the monarch time to stabilize. The Baroness' goal is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. It looks even to me. It's not, because Bach is not there, and I'm supposed to be the monarch. I don't need to be the monarch and the Baroness. I can't be playing as a monarch and then trying to self-sabotage myself. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council votes. How nobles choose. Okay, nobles must vote for their least favorite. No, I don't like that one. So we're going to do +1 stability if more than 50% of nobles vote for one option. I'm going to adopt this one. Call for unity. Yeah, get rid of that one. The coast is on the verge of a rebellion. Oh, you still didn't join Dragoon? Okay. Alright. Mining news. Oh, Grandy J-Rod, Your Highness, you recall the silver deposits between the south and the coast? Our miners followed the rich vein and broke into a series of small caverns lined with smooth silver. What's more, there are tunnels leading to the surface. Astro J, the surface of the coast, Your Esteemed Highness. The mine is ours, as I always said. I refer once again to the official documents. Murmurs rise among the council. Alright, so we're voting. So these are the choices that you guys have to vote. So I can veto by taking an option off the table. Oh wait, select a choice. Call for unity. I'm calling for unity. Oh wait, I could have been doing that the whole entire time? Alright, so should noble Astro J be allowed the silver after all? I say the set into law for a call for unity. J-Rock, the decision has been already made. Leave this alone. That's crazy. Honestly, I don't think Jay's there anymore. We shall keep our silver. You don't want to investigate the documents? Okay. Well, I think you two are the only ones that voted. Decisions have already been made. Leave this alone. The grandees are relieved at your decision, while the parchains complain that they can hear the pickaxe strikes thundering below their feet. Swan trouble. You're enjoying a quiet game of croquet with your chancellor when Grandee J-Rod marches across to your lawn, arm in a sling. Uh-oh. You guys were probably brawling over the dang on mines with Astro J. He probably had enough of y'all. Egod, look at what your foul beasts have done to me. What foul beasts? My foul beast? My foul beast? My foul beast? My foul beast? Yes, your highness. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. I really don't. What are you talking about? I was having a lovely stroll in my new deer park when I was ambushed by a feathery white spawn of the seventh god himself, broke my arm in the one blow with his wing. As monarch, you own every swan in the kingdom. You're responsible for this injury. I demand justice. Technically, you do own all the swans in your kingdom, your majesty. That's been a law for at least 100 years. But I'm not sure if this means you're responsible for the actions of said swans. Of course it does, you buffoon. You came back to yell at him. J-Rod, I think this character is like... I think this character's you. What should be done to compensate Grandee J-Rod from his swan-related injury? Okay, so, cash heals all wounds. Not that much cash, are you crazy? Execute the offending swan. Remove the swans from the monarch's ownership. This really isn't the monarch's fault. Alright, you know what? I'm vetoing something. I'm selecting this choice. Cash doesn't heal all wounds. I'm sorry. We're vetoing that. We're vetoing that. That is not an option now. I just realized I could do that. I'll take the cash. Heck no. You can't vote it. It's vetoed. I vetoed it as your gracious grand ruler. It's locked out. Cash me outside. Execute the offending swan. Remove swans for the monarch's ownership. That is crazy, guys. That is crazy. What about D? What about D? This really isn't the monarch's fault. I was sitting here crocheting or whatever the heck I was doing. Nope, all your fault. That is that is crazy. All right, you know what? We're gonna execute the swan. How about that? Defiance is now grumbling. The hanging of a swan is a dismissal affair, especially because the first set of gallows are too short. At least the Grandee J-Rod seems happy. News of the execution spreads. For some reason, the common folk find it hysterically funny. They start to mock you as the swan killer, even though none of this was your idea. Trade is now opulent. Feels weird, man. Swan killer. That's crazy. Your Highness, I've come to submit a complaint about the Barons of the March. Lately they have been neglecting their tents. What the heck is a tent? All barons are obligated to donate 1/8 of their monthly income to the church if they want to stay out of the 7th hex when they die, that is. You know what? That sounds like a very like me thing. Who is poking my... Who is poking me? Who is this? Get out of here. How dare you poke my head? I'm your grateful leader.
Grandees of the South will win the throne.
Oh, heck no you won't. Who the heck? I swear. Keep your fingers out of my head. I'm not a debt collector. Who do you think the common folk will blame if the church starts failing? Me? No, your highness. They'll blame you alone. Especially if I tell my priest to spread word that you refuse to help the holy man in need. Stuff is gonna go down if I do that. Alright, I'll help. The worst offender is Baron Botch. He hasn't paid his 10th in years. I want an example to be made of him. He's not even here anymore. What should be done about barons refusing to pay their tenths to the church, their money to the church? Order barons to pay their tenths in full? Barons should be exempted from paying. Toss Baron Bach to the dungeons as an example to the rest. Do nothing to address the problem. We're gonna start the vote. That's crazy. The grandees are diabolical. I'm just gonna tell you this, guy. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. The grandees are diabolical. The barons are non-existent, and then the patrons are currently in jail. The only one that's kind of there is Jay, and he hasn't been voting. Jay, you're not gonna vote. You're like right here, buddy. Cause I was driving a car. Oh, you're driving. All right, which one you want? Do you want B? Dang. Yup. What's with y'all throwing people in jail? That is insane. What? Just because I'm not paying my money? No, you can't do this to me. Oh, yes, we can. Hands behind your back, you faithless scum. After the rest of the barons pay their tens promptly for the rest of the year, the archbishop is most grateful, and his priests preach to your faith. Bach has now been imprisoned. Bach too has joined the council, so his child has joined the council. Some barons' wealth has decreased. Oh no. Faith is now dutiful. Okay. Warning, the monarch currently has no heir. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have the right to your throne. Luca. Exquiana. Octavia. The patrons of the coast is on the verge of a rebellion. Defiance is too high. One or more of the regions considering a rebellion. You said F Bach? That's crazy. He's not even here to defend himself. He went to sleep. News from the mines. All right, so this is a region. So this is the grandees and the patrons issue. So I'm gonna wait. We're gonna go with the jailbreak. Find out what's going on over here. Your Highness, do you remember Baron Bach? Oh, the fellow I threw in the dungeon. That's right. My uncle. You threw him in prison for not paying his money to the church. Well, he's escaped. He cunningly concealed his escape tunnel behind a 6-foot wide oil painting of curving nips. Depths below. Why was this villain allowed such a painting in his cell at all? CJ's son, CJ2. Villain or not, Bach was a baron and was accommodated accordingly at a baron's request. Let me hunt down this outlaw. Your Serene Highness, I'll show these soft-hearted barons how Lord Patron keeps his prisoners. Set laws for voting. What should be done about Bach's jailbreak? Send Lord CJ II to hunt him down. Make prisons less comfortable for nobles. Put a bounty on Bach's head. Who cares about one escaped baron? I'm calling for unity. Alright guys, you can vote. That's crazy, guys. Alright, looks like we're putting a bounty on Bach's head. I am crazy, yes. How much of a bounty do you want to put on Baron Bach's, Your Majesty? Remember, you only have to pay out if someone brings you his head. How about... That money's been sitting there for a little bit. Let's do 1,000 gold. A generous offer. Half the bounty hunters of the kingdom will be after Baron's head. A week later, Lord CJ II arrives, holding the bloody sack of Baron's head. Severed head rolls out across your nice... Not my nice clean floor! Not my nice clean floor! God dang! What? The council wouldn't let me hunt down, but you didn't forbid me from a little extracurricular sport. Bro, okay, can we talk about how diabolical CJ's bloodline is, the son, CJ II? He said, hold on, let me hunt him down. Like, he offered first, right? And then we said, yeah, we'll just put a bounty on him. And then he was like, okay, I'll just hunt him anyway. I'll sever his head and then just throw him across your nice clean floor. Refuse to pay. I should refuse to pay but let me see. You know what? Nah, I'll give her the money. I'll give her the money, cause you know what, you guys did CJ dirty. You threw him in jail. This is his twin. I can make some more money. I'll make some more money. Excellent. I'm going to buy a tavern and drink everything in the cellar, or he could become a drunk. I should have gave her the money. That's crazy. With Bach's escape cut short, the message is clear. No one can escape the monarch's justice for long. Authority is now commanding. What are we missing? Oh, your heir. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get news from the mines now. Grandy J-Rod! Dreadful tidings from the south, your holiness. The coastal troops are at the border to take over my silver mine by force. Uh-oh. Let me at them, your majesty. We can't have this kind of infighting over such soft metal. Set laws for voting. So how should tensions over the silver mine be dealt with? Send soldiers to defend the mines? Officially reprimand the coast. Place peace talks between the noble Astro J and Grandy J-Rod. That's my choice. Send soldiers to defend the mines. What was what? What was that? Hey Jay, you got two Grandies up against you. The mines must be defended. Wait, Jay, you're sending soldiers to defend against what you're trying to. Wait, Jay, you messed up. You messed up, Jay. Oh Lord. Well. The voting is closed. You did mess up. What are you talking about? You've been trying to get these mines, and you voted to defend against the mines. So, again, remember, you have different factions. You're in the green faction. Twizzy and J-Rod had screwed you over to get the mines. They have your mines. And they're digging under your floors. So, you basically just defended all planned? Okay. You know, sometimes kings go crazy. What do you mean? This is a council decision. The grandees send their finest soldiers to the border, led by Marshal herself. They crush the coastal forces, hold the soldiers prisoner, and demand ransom from noble Astro J. Oh my god. They reluctantly hand over the gold in return for the soldiers. They come back battered and bedraggled, but alive. Astro J's wealth has decreased by 200. And they stole your money. There's no more argument over silver. Your heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My child? I don't know what the child is. My son, my daughter, my child. My child could be anything though. I'll just put my child because I don't really care. They could pick son or daughter for me. I don't care. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. My liege, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your child. What's their name? Chaosmasta the Second. Huzzah, your highness. I'm sure little Chaosmasta the Second will grow up to be the chip off the old block. Good. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. And we have ended the season. Alright guys, you can now buy things for yourself. Jay, you're broke because your money was stolen from you, so you only have 200 gold. CJ is not there. Yeah, my name is Chaos. So I will start the auction. You guys can look and see what you guys want. You want a deer park. And remember, look at the effects that it has. Starting the auction. Oh, I don't think it did it. Oops, I did the wrong thing. You know what's funny? CJ has all the money. And they haven't put anything, Alright, time is up. Alright, let's see. We're gonna do... What is this behind it? I can't even see that. A divisive crop. Grandee Twizzy. Okay. Your Majesty, I'm sorry it's come to this, but I have a problem in my hands and it's causing a stir. You're sorry? You're not the one being falsely accused. Okay, here come Astro J coming in with the beef with the Grandees again. Jay, you really be beefing with the Grandees. Both J-Rod and Twizzy right now. Beefing with both of them. It's because of the mines, isn't it? How is this legitimate concern of a false accusation? Okay, that's what the wrong with this kingdom. Never enough problems. Okay, calm down and explain. I love my beef. There's a village on my land which has an annual vegetable growing contest with a town in the coast. One of my farmers grew a carrot, the finest we've seen for years. Big as a giant's arm, but it's been stolen by a rival coastal farmer who claims it as his. Which it is. Okay. The coastal climate is terrible. Noble Astro J, so-called farmer, could never have been so successful. He stole it. Pfft, no mortal could have carried that enormous carrot all the way from the south to the coast. The nobles here will see the truth. Okay. So, let's see. How should the continuous vegetable situation be resolved? Really, guys? You fighting over a goddamn carrot? That is crazy. I am that guy? That is insane. Return the carrot to the south? There is no proof. The coast can keep the carrot. Give Twizzy his carrot back? The crown will confiscate the carrot. Vote A? That is crazy. I'm calling for... I can't call for anything because you guys are gonna do the exact opposite. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna put the crown. This is my choice. Just give me the carrot. Solve the problem, right? That's crazy. Jay, you better call for CJ. Jay, you better call for CJ. You getting jumped. Or you can blame Dragoon. I need a number 5. I have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, one of these with cheese, and a large soda. Shaking my head right now. CJ is not here. Unfortunately, Jay, it does not look like you are getting your carrot. It would have to be next time. The Grandees are jacking you up, Jay. They stole your mines and now they're stealing your carrot. I think you're gonna have you about to have a crash out. But your esteemed highness, it's my property. Wait, why are there 2 of you? Defiance is now treacherous. Grandee's Twizzy's wealth has increased. Defiance is now cordial. You've been jealous of me ever since my village pigs won the spring run. Dang! They're calling you out, Jay. They leave arguing furiously. Luckily, once the competition is over, the village rivalry simmers down, at least into the next harvest. Stability is now peaceful. Behold, your highness. Grandee J-Rod pulls out a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Grandee Twizzy 92. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. Sad sight, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your majesty. This is all that remains of my fellow grandee. Oh, you know, I think Jay did that to you, Twizzy. I think he poisoned you or something. You're a statue or something now. It seems like the Stone Maiden is abroad in the south. Who's that? She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking up and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Grandee Twizzy 92 on his latest vineyard inspection. I'm pretty sure Jay was like, I'm gonna hire this person and crash out on him. Please, your holiness, we must do something. The south. Grandee Twizzy has died. Twizzy the second has joined the council. Jay would never. What could be done to stop the Stone Maiden before she petrifies someone else? Hire a wizard to take care of this? Send an army to smash things to rubble. Tell everyone in the south to hide. Consult the fairy of Tales for Solutions. I'm going to call for unity. I'm setting a law to call for unity. We're going to start a vote. How do we stop the Stone Maiden before she got somebody else? Twizzy has already been a victim. And now we have a Twizzy too. Send an army to smash the thing to rubble. Consult a fairy tales for solution. Oh, CJ's back. CJ, you let Jay fight for his life against Twizzy and J-Rod. He was fighting for his life. He needed help. Your two factions were beefing. Oh lord, I call for unity, and this is what you guys do. Calling fairies and working. No, you good. Voting tied at 2. You know what, J-Rod and Twizzy, since you guys kind of bullied them, let's look for a fairy for a solution. I don't think this is gonna work though. 55% chance. It's like a 50-50, and then we have a. What's our military look like? Guys, we don't have a military. The only ones that have a military, it might be the barons. Y'all about to try to fight something, and we don't have a military. You at 3 and they at 1. Let's go find out a fairy for the solutions. All right, let's see if that works. You send an expert folklorist to from whatever university this is. According to legend, the Stone Maiden always stays far inland, away from the shore. Perhaps there's something there? That's the solution. Saline solution. She must react badly to seawater. You send a squad of knights, each armed with blindfold and a bucket of seawater. To your great surprise, it works. As soon as she's drenched, the Stone Maiden shrieks and flees back to her underground lair, where she falls into an immoral slumber. Okay. What you guys think of the game so far? You guys having fun? At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the greatest monarch who ever lived. Well, you're on the right track to achieve that aim. Well done, your majesty. Defiance is now vengeful. The coast is vengeful towards me. The defiance is now cordial. The defiance is now loyal from the south. Hey, Belza, what's going on? Welcome! Welcome, my dear valued citizen on YouTube. We are playing King of the Castle. You can only play on Twitch, though. because Twitch has the extension. So if you would like to join us, currently we have 3 factions, which is the Barons, the Grandees, and the Patrons. You can join these and try to overthrow me or sabotage or throw beef with the other factions, and I have to figure out your problems. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build up that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. On the other hand, Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the Ninth God, the Church will lend our full support. With the backing of the Church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. I'm off. I got money to blow in this game. Let's wreck house. I think we kind of getting close to the end. But we could see if we could speed run this. Let me see. Where's my faith at? Do we have any faith? You guys ain't really up on the faith. I think we got probably more on the military side. I'm gonna crush all those plotting against. I'm crushing you guys. Whoever's plotting against me, you're being crushed. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin putting together my plans. But of course, it won't be easy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall military as much as you can, of course. There can't be any open rebellions among the nobles. Uh-oh. In the season. Alright, well, I'm gonna be nice to them because you guys kind of kick their booties a little bit. So their taxes go down and everybody else's taxes can stay the same, right? Sounds good? We are loyal? What you mean? Look, you got a bathhouse. You living in luxury. You got their mines. You stole his carrot. Lower our taxes? Okay, next season I will. Next season, don't worry, I'll lower your taxes. You'll get the next bribe. A new baby? Bach the second. Hail, my liege. Some fine news from my common folk in the march. Okay. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9, a fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion? Wait, I had another kid? The monarch will send their blessings? What should be done to mark the birth of this remarkable infant? The monarch has no time for peasant brats? Peasant brats? That's crazy. Gift the parent a bounty of jewels and fine wine. Send the Inquisition to make sure the birthmark is real. I'm gonna veto this because I feel like y'all gonna do that to me. I feel like you would do that. You guys can vote now. You vote C. Give the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine. Okay. Okay. Don't worry, you got the money. It's coming out of my pocket. What are you talking about? Vote B. Alright, it's over. Well, it's only the commoners. They'll survive. But rumors of your coldness circulate among the common folk. Stability is now peaceful. That's crazy, guys. Nothing going on in the south. Nothing going on with corruption up over here. Oh wait, ambition, tyranny. You've done some redecorating to the throne room and participating in your future as the iron-fisted tyrant. When the marshal walks in, she whistles appreciatively. I like what you've done with the place. Lots of chains and spikes. Is that a working Iron Maiden? I oil the hinges myself. Very good. A master artificer looks after their tools, but that's nothing. You pull the lever into your throne, and a trapdoor opens just to Marshall's left. Beneath it is a pit full of wriggling snakes, all deadly, of course. Ha! Classic. Let them try to vote against you now. She composes herself. I've been surveying the troops across the kingdom. Listen to Marshall's report. They're a complete mess. Barely know how to march in line. One of them won a fight against a training dummy, and I've been asked to give him a medal. What do we do? I'll sort it out, Your Majesty, just like always. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's military and authority as much as possible the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. Training dummy's getting a medal, that's crazy. Oh, okay, ads, hold on, Caesar's on ads, guys. So while he's taking the ad break, we'll take a quick break. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. Hold on. Give me a sec. Grabbing some water. Oh, you got YouTube open? Okay. I went and grabbed some water though. We good. Alright. Okay, where we at? Bad news, Your Majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Brusseldorf. I believe it is as Gordius the Stone Talker. Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against him openly. Gordius has a dominion over rock and metal and stone and deep places in the Celeste. I don't know what the heck that was. He's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed glory-seeking commoners from all over the march are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants. I, Astro J, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those citizens are no match. I will be the most powerful noble in this council has ever seen. Here comes Jay. Let me see. Somebody's gonna try to sabotage him. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. Oh, you beefing with me now, Jay? That's crazy. We can't let this go. Not only is this heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. A conflict of interest how? Wizards answer only to themselves. Their power is unmatched, such as an entire kingdom cannot stand against them. Even an apprentice on the council would be disastrous. Noble Astrojay could use magic to interfere with votes, or you for that matter. We shall assemble the council. Cheers, my liege. Should Astrojay be allowed to apprentice under the wizard Gordius in the march? I call for unity. Jay, how could you? Oh, that's all we got? Okay. Yes, yes. Allow Jay to come back time. By my honor! How will they keep up their noble duties if they're spending all their time in the marsh with this wizard? Defiance is now aloof. Defiance is now cordial. And what if the ninth preserves us? They actually passed their apprenticeship? They've never been a wizard on the console before. We'll just have to cross that bridge when it comes to it. You've got nothing to fear from me, your serene highness. I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. Astro J sets off immediately on their journey to the march. Gordius' presence in Busseldorf attracts all sorts of visitors through the power of his latent magic and starts to wilt crops for miles around. Farming is now bountiful. Trade is now prosperous. Oh. End the season. Alright, let's see. Anonymous voting. How nobles choose to vote is hidden from the monarch's view. Okay. Royal gamble. 600 treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, it's 200 to the treasury. Okay. If the nobles vote the monarch's choice, they get 500 personal wealth. Okay, let's do that. I haven't really used this one. Let's get rid of that one. Pointless parades. Your Majesty, I worry that our newly built stadium in the south is encouraging bad habits among the southern soldiers. They're getting complacent. Too much time devoted to pointless parades and chest thumping and flag waving. We need fighters who know how to use their polearm, not polish them. Isn't that good for morale? How do the grandees feel about this? Nobody care about the grandees. We're talking about that. Wait, how do the grandees feel about this? By the ninth, we like parades. They're a perfect demonstration of southern military might. Send me over there. I can toughen up these soldiers again. First step, shut down the parades. Set laws for voting. Should pointless parades be in the southern stadium or stamped out? I'ma say golden choice. Do that. Starting the vote. With the monarch's golden choice, guys, you get more money. Just saying. Wink, wink. That is crazy. Okay, okay, guys. Back what I miss. You trampling on your own parades? No, I changed my vote. It's too late. Should the pointless parades in the southern be stamped out? Unleash monsters in the stadium to the next parade. What? This is not what I recommended at all. Your Majesty, this is... Oh, can it? One eye? You're the one who accused our soldiers of getting complacent. This should shake them up a bit, shouldn't it? The next southern parade, the soldiers march out of their gleaming ranks, boots hitting the ground in perfect synchronized lockstep. Their confidence turns to panic. However, the grandee J-Rod pulls the lever and the cage door slides open. A dozen scorpion cats slink out hissing and spitting, venom dripping from their barbed tails. A winter wolf howls, blanketing the stadium floor in its magical frost. A bronze giant clangs its fists together, eyes burning. What follows is nothing but short of a massacre. Military challenge failed. The southern troops scream and run in all directions, slipping on ice. Ceremonial weapons prove useless against the bronze giant's metallic hide. It wades through the army, smashing warriors to pace and apparent ease. Yeah, by the way, you're killing your own people. I'm just saying. The scorpion cats move. Let's look at your military might. It's 3. Leaving soldiers convulsing and dying, a lone sergeant tries to keep order, shouting herself red in the face until the winter wolf clamps his jaws around her legs and turns her blood to ice. Eventually, the soldiers manage to band together, overcome their foes, even in death's throes. The bronze giant kills dozens, but the damage has been done. Casualties are immense. I was set up. That's crazy. Your military is now helpless. Well, whose stupid idea was that? Defiance is now grumbling. Randy Twizzy, the second. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the south, Your Holiness. The peasants are claiming it is a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? Have faith. Tell the church to dispel the baseless superstitions. Oh, cool. The priests of the south preach that the comet is actually a good omen due to the new interpretation of an obscure cluster of stars. Fortunately, the church is trusted enough in the south that the peasants believe their pastors. The comet is celebrated as a sign of the ninth god's favor. This is fine. Who needs military when you have faith? Exactly. Because you killed all your military. Oh, Lord. I held them off as long as I can, Your Majesty, but noble patron Astrojay insists on an audience. Apparently it concerns the end of the world, though. Privately, I think they've gone off the deep end. We have not much time, Your esteemed highness. Let me present you my grand theory, what I call the road to Toad Town. Remove this confused person. I wanted to click that so bad. Remove this confused person. Alright, let's hear it. First off, the profits you made on the ill-fated crab market, a manufactured spectacle meant to distract and confuse, but I saw it through it immediately. While everyone focuses on that, frog people from the marsh scheme to take the throne and upsuit the monarch. Straightforward from here. The frog people, led by Baron Luca, manipulate the kingdom's trade, farming, military, and even fate to achieve their nefarious goals. If they succeed, Luca would take the throne, plunging the kingdom into a reign of infuriating terror, mandatory pawn spawning, and fly eating. Do you like eating bugs, Your Serene Highness? The only question is, what will you do about it? I should have just removed Jay from the. I should have removed Jay as soon as he started talking about frogs being. I'm vetoing this. That's so silly. Vote, 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 my citizens. Arrest this fool. Do absolutely nothing. Alright. Do we have a tiebreaker here? Nope. Alright, well. I'm gonna arrest Jay. Cause I don't know why he's talking crazy for. I gave him a chance. Jay just be starting problems. We're just gonna arrest him. Oh, of course you persecute me. This fits right into my model. The rot goes all the way to the top. Before they can continue, the Palace Watch yanks them away with enthusiasm. Surprisingly, the rest of the patrons barely react to the arrest, instead looking quite relieved. Authority is now imperious. Noble patron Astro J has now been imprisoned. Astro J too has joined the council. That Astro J was causing too many issues, CJ. He was beefing with the South. He was beefing with the March. He was beefing, and then he tried to beef with me. He should have known better in the season. Luca is my distant cousin. Huh. Oh, she's my embittered step aunt, and then Octavia is my treacherous half sister. That's crazy. Beto is some bull. Beto protects me. Can you imagine if we had more people in here? And you guys just kept saying bonker, just voting for bonker things. Capital. Inappropriate magic. What? Good, Your Highness, help me. I've been cursed, withering away. Astro J II to blame. Look at that. Jay's still causing problems, even in jail. And his son. That is crazy. Look, I didn't expect Gordia's spell to do that. Anyway, Bach II stole my prize Actatishi toothbrush last week. I only wanted to give him a toothache. Unimaginable pain. Please, by the 9th, make it stop. Great God! This cannot go unpunished, Your Highness! A moment later, Bach's skull falls off and he collapses onto the floor in a pile. Bach II has died. Bach III has joined the council. Should Noble Astro J be punished for accidentally using their new power to kill Baron Bach II? Force Astro J II to abandon their apprenticeship with the Gordius. Hang Astro J II to be done with it. Do nothing. I'm calling for unity. That's crazy, J-Rod. Really? This is what's happening right now. Alright, well. You guys make this hard. We need more people in here. Alright, so CJ. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to punish your guy for killing another faction member. All right, I'll let him go. But if he does it again, CJ. If he does it again, he's getting got. Okay? He's getting got. The Defiance is now insolent. Defiance is now aggrieved. Defiance is now mutinous. What a farce. That was murder, plain and simple. But the other nobles look away and shrink under Chaosmasta's gaze. No one wants to anger someone with Astro J's seconds to power, even if they're still a mere apprentice. The Marshal requests that you come to the war room first thing in the morning, as she has news from her troops. Not enough training. Not enough weapons. Not enough gumpted. They're a bunch of lively-livered cowards. Improve your chances of victory and focus on increasing the military with... Okay. I gotta increase the military somehow. Hashtag free J. Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hordlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away. Grandee Twizzy II. What's a Hordling? Grubby little creatures like fat green babies with claws. Hard to kill. Fire's the only way to get rid of them permanently. Whatever you do, we should do it soon. They're eating all my grapes. Can't your fellow grandees help out? My plight has no interest to them. I will assemble the council. Night bless you, Your Highness. What should be done about the Hordling infestation to Grandee Twizzy II's vineyard? Burn the vineyard with the Hordlings inside. Strong-arm the other Grandees into sending military help. Hire an adventurer from the guild to investigate. Alright, guys. I'll let you burn my treasury. If you pick that one, you get money. Right? $500 worth of personal wealth. Because remember, the Grandees don't have a military anymore. You guys voted to open the Kraken in the arena. What in the world, J-Rod? This is your people. You're burning down Twizzy's vineyard. Oh my god. I can explain. Oh my god. You guys gotta pay better attention. I was paying attention. He wants to burn the vineyard with the Hordlings inside. Oh my god. What should be done about... Oh, veto? I can't veto it. It's too late. You should have paid attention. And I offered you guys money too, and you still voted against it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm trying to be a gracious, outstanding leader, and you guys are voting against money. I said, hey, if you vote this option, you get 500 gold. And you know what you did? You did the exact opposite. You burned down the man's vineyard. No, that vineyard was my livelihood. But a Hordling infestation is no single person's problem. If they were to spread, they could have ruined homes and businesses across the south. The vineyard, and half the hillside with it, is lit up like the sun. Unfortunately, the summer weather causes the fire to spread, creating a blaze that consumes a few farms in the process. The trade is now 7. It went down 1. Farming is now sufficient. Defiance is now at 6. Grandee Twizzy II wealth has decreased to 0. And you made Twizzy broke. Once Grandee Twizzy's II wealth goes up in smoke, is not long before he turned into begging on the streets for Anjar. Oh god. Now he's a beggar too. That's crazy. That's crazy. End the season. Alright guys, you have the option to do the thing again when you spend money. You guys ready? Go. Oh my god, you dropped a grand? Oh, my authority went down. That is crazy. Buildings funded. Military. And the authority went down. Alright, let's see. Arms shortage. Brandy J-Rod, Your Holiness, the situation in the south is dire. The city watch in many of our cities is understaffed, and now crime is rampant. Even dueling has dwindled as the minor nobles take up other hobbies like knitting and insect collecting. Pah! We must bolster our dwindling forces in the south. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? I mean, look, y'all did that to yourself. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Oh no, you're good. Set laws for voting. What can be done to address the military downturn in the South? Hire a mercenary company to help protect the South? Conduct an extensive Southern recruitment campaign. Oh, okay, I can do that. Force farmers to join the Southern military. Okay. The South has no need for soldiers. Leave them be. We could do a recruitment campaign. You guys can vote now. Vote A. The South has no need for soldiers. Leave them be. That's crazy. Hey, that's that faction over there. That's that green faction. But no, you do need some military. Unfortunately, it's gonna cost me some money. God dang! Why didn't you just go to the middle one, where you could just recruit people within the South? What's wrong with you? Hire a mercenary company to help protect the South. Mercenaries? I'm not usually the one to trust them, but I suppose it's better than nothing. The marshal hires a company from the deep within the Ashmed warrior priest in Javoganda, demigod of the Strangled Sea. Apparently they were the best at value. Rubbing shoulders with the Hearthen Amistes, whatever the heck they are, mercenaries, isn't what the grandees had in mind, but they can't deny the results. Crime takes a sharp dip in the face of the warrior priest's harsh justice. Alright. Famous cuisine. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Baron Bach III comes to you bearing a covered tray. He uncovers it with a flourish. A cook in our fortress has been cooking in this canteen. The troops love it. Your Majesty, would you care to try some? Absolutely. It might be poisoned. No, actually no. You're right. It might be poisoned. Great God, how did you think we barons would do such a thing? Here, Let the other nobles try some first, why don't you? Trays of veal are carted out and served to the assembled nobles. Many of enthusiastic but noble patron Astrojay II shakes their head in disgust. Dreadful! How can you bring this to us? It tastes like boiled bark. How dare you insult the pride of the barons? Your august majesty, please, have this dreadful stuff taken away at once. Set laws for voting. Should this marcher delicacy be spread across the kingdom? Call for unity. Promote the march's veal as a national food. Hire an original chef to work in the palace. Leave the veal in the march where it belongs. Well, since I'm on the Baron side, CJ. Hunger for veal spreads and the fortress becomes culinary landmark. Chefs and pilgrimage are there to learn the recipe, and the dish is soon
Oh no, Kami! Shut the hell up, Popo!
Hey, the Angst Demon, hello, hello, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome my new citizen to the stream. If you would like to join, I think we're kind of coming to a close though. If you would still like to join and join any of the factions, feel free. Hello, hello. You're served veal for breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, supper, and even the occasional midnight snack. You can hardly turn around without smelling it. You absolutely kill for a nice plain apple crumble. Ooh, apple crumble sounds delicious. A rogue golem has crossed into our territory over the Asherman border, Your Highness. This could be an exciting opportunity. What's so exciting about it? Welp, I lost. You tried. Please, my liege. This is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We could even turn it against Ashkamedi. Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain an advantage over Ashmead, or over the patrons and grandees. The golems are an offense to the ninth god, and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Alright, what should be done with the rogue Ashmean golem that has crossed over to the march? Alright, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna have you guys vote. Destroy it. We have a new noble on the list with CJ here. The Angst Demon. Okay, okay. The voting has closed. By the ninth! This was our only chance at even being... Oh wait, even the playing field between us and Ashmead. You're all fools! The Defiance is now aggrieved. The Urgrant Golem is smashed to pieces with hammers. It's for the best, most likely. Stability can't go higher. Faith is now devout. In the season. The Patron's Fisheries net 500 wealth this quarter. Other nobles gain 200 wealth. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? Let me see. Is it gonna take money from me? Oh, it is. Oh, it truly is. Oh, wow. Okay, I can't do none of that. I'm sorry, guys. I would have dropped your taxes. But, uh, yeah, we're just gonna keep it right here. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it right here. Okay, let me see. Missing what? What is this? Missing spoons. So, so strange thing, but have you noticed our spoons disappearing lately? I swear I can never find one when I need one. I noticed that too. We should probably do something about it. You can't just steal Monarch's spoons and get away with it. Search the castle. Someone must be responsible. Throw away the rest of your spoons out of spite. Lock up the spoons outside of meal times. You search up and down the castle for any trace of missing spoons but find nothing. Spoons continue to go missing. You forbid the cook from preparing liquid meals, least you're seen slurping from the bowl. Your authority is now credible. Oh shoot. Your Majesty, two barons are on their way home from an epic hunt and seek shelter for the night. In exchange, they're willing to gift you a rare trophy and provide meat for an extravagant feast, if so you wish. Have fun? Hey, Dragoon! Alright, you have a good night, Dragoon. Tell me more about these barons. Their name is Chaosmasta and Bach the Third. Bach the Third. Bach died like 3 times. As for this particular hunt, it's an ancient marcher tradition. Something like about trekking around all 4 corners of the kingdom and claim a bounty from the great animal spirits. They can stay, but set them in and bring them tables, I guess, yeah. The table is set for a delicate feast. Though your wife doesn't join, you enjoy the company of the 2 barons while the storm rages outside. The meat provided is said to come from their latest kill, Hortusk, an ancient boar the size of a castle. You're not sure if you believe their story, but certainly it tastes better than anything you had for a long time. But later that night, you hear strange noises coming from their quarters, like a pig squealing and snorting. What on Celeste's ass did they bring here? Investigate the noise. You creep down the corridors and push to open the door. The former barons stand before you, transformed into hideous porcine beasts that stand on 2 legs with snouts, tusks, and floppy pink ears. Your Majesty! Don't look at us! The devil is wrong with you? It was the meat, my liege. We hunted and butchered an ancient legendary beast. We were told it was cursed, but we were told devouring the beast, the spirit of the forest itself, would bestow great power. We never thought it would be this for our reward. Hold on. But I ate that meat as well. I'm so sorry, Your Highness. This is the first time this has happened. We've been eating this meat for many days now. Perhaps a single meal is not enough to trigger the curse? I don't know about that, guys. But if I kill them, then how would I know? I'm gonna let them go. Because if there might be a little storyline where they know how to cure it, maybe? I won't tell anyone, but you have to leave right now. Hurry. You heard the barons through one of your hidden passages. They go without a word, not wanting to argue with your decision. Once outside, you bid them farewell with as much sincerity as if hideous face can muster. They vow to repay you your kindness. Okay. They vow to repay my kindness. That's good. Marshal requested you come to the war room. She has news. The troops are looking good, Your Majesty. The marcher soldiers are angsty and eager for blood. The key is to make sure the armies are loyal to us, not their region. Easier said than done, of course. I need to speak to the ordinary soldiers, grease some palms, smoke some cigars, reminisce over old war stories. They don't respect the council any more than I do. But at the end of the day, Your Majesty, it'll come down to how much they respect you. That evening, she rides out to meet the kingdom's soldiers and to get the lay of the land. Wait for her return. When she returns, Marshall punches you in the arm so hard you almost puke. That is crazy. Was that good or was that a happy punch? Ow. Cheer up, you drip. We've done it. The troops are with us. They fed up the council passing with namby and pamby so-called laws. It's time for the Iron Fist to punch this kingdom back into shape. Over the next few weeks, soldiers across the kingdom mutiny against their commanding officers and swear feudally direct to the monarch. The nobles beg for a council session to discuss the crisis, but you pull them off, blaming the renovation of the council hall. Of course, there's one person you can't avoid. Your wife. You're not planning on simply crush my people under your tyrannically boot, right? Right? They're not your people anymore. If they wanted me to leave them alone, they should have schemed against me. I won't harm anyone unless they stand against me. She gives you a cold look. What makes you think I trust you on that, Chaosmasta? After everything that's happened. She walked out without a word. Ah, well, she'll learn. They'll all learn. At long last, after you're sure of the armies of the kingdom are in your palm of your hand, you allow the next council session to go ahead. The final council session. The marshal stands at your right hand, flanked by the garrisons of the city watch. Your honor guard flanks you on the other side, ready for anything. The nobles file in one by one. Is that an Iron Maiden? Hey, look, it's Ace Demon. Hey, showed up. Most of them are looking nervous, but Baron Chaosmaster looks angry. Your recent conduct has been outrageous, Your Majesty, unforgivable. Delaying the council sessions, secret meetings with our soldiers, violating the feudal contract. My top officers have been killed in this little mutiny of yours. Let's call a vote right now. I'm ready to deprive you of that crown. No, scratch that. I'm ready to deprive you of your head. Deal with this intimidation, not with violence. Have Baroness Chaosmaster thrown into your deepest dungeon. Pull your newly installed lever. Really? I'm gonna do that to myself? That's crazy. Yeah, you showed up right at the end. Alright, hold on. I'll have you guys pick for me. Should I pull the lever? Should I throw my character into the dungeon? Or should I deal with this with intimidation, not violence? Pull the lever, Crunk. Pull the lever, Crunk. The trapdoor opens beneath Baroness Chaosmaster's feet. With a strangled shriek, she falls into the pit of snakes. Authority is now iron-fisted. There's a moment of silence. Baron Chaosmaster has died. Chaosmaster 2 has joined the council. Your esteemed highness, I'm sure we're all delighted to be here. Authority is now tyrannical. Right, you lot. I don't think we need any more votes, do we? The monarch can take over from here. Of course, Marshal. Indeed, I wouldn't want to do anything unfortunate. As the nobles shuffle out with their tails between their legs, you let out a joyful laugh. Maybe some would describe it as an evil cackle. But those people would be descended, and you deal with them harshly. Without the council holding you back, your daily duties are so easy, so efficient. Your firm grip of the kingdom will secure an excellent future for little Chaosmaster II when the time comes. Your reign of terror is here, but your future has only begun. The monarch is victorious. The attempted woo Optimal, the Southern cause, was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal squabbles, flew up into the clouds, leaving Grandee J-Rod without help. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, Baron's schemes fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they take matters into their own hand instead of just hinging their plans on the whims of common folk. The patrons succeeded by turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption, but what's new about that? They failed to gain the throne. The lost money in the process, a bad investment. Monarch Chaosmaster's reign spanned another 15 blood-drenched years. The council couldn't defy them, fearing a gruesome fate. It was a dark and fearful time for everyone, but the monarch, who seemed to enjoy themselves immensely, especially when spikes and thumbscrews were involved. Oh, Monarch Chaosmasta, the cruel. What are you talking about? I wasn't cruel. I was actually pretty good. I was a pretty good leader. I ruled for 3 years, 9 months. Henrika of the March, Monarch Chaosmasta II. The wealthiest noble was CJ. The poorest noble was Twizzy. Yeah, they got Twizzy right there. That was crazy. Continue your dynasty. You may now continue a game. Completed games will create new saves where you can continue your story to your dynasty. Oh, okay. Your second game will include dynasty events, which continue the story of previous events. Okay. Your nobles will return to their previous regions to keep their wealth. You can also export your save games for other players to import and play on continued dynasty screens. We store these on our server, so there's no need to copy paste. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, Angst Demon, you kind of joined at the end, but thank you for joining us. My name is Chaosmasta, by the way. I didn't really get to say anything. Hold on, let me lower the music down just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit. Yeah. So I'm Chaosmasta. I play a variety of games. I pretty much do story games, and every once in a while I'll try to do a party game, so viewers can actually join as well. I think last month we did Jackbox, so today we kind of did King of the Castle. So we had a small little showing, but it's better than nothing. So I'm hoping as I continue to stream that having viewers that want to play games as well kind of start fluctuating in. But yeah, let me see. So far I played Marvel Rival, we played Undertale, we played Delta Ruins chapters 3 and 4. We're going to be going into Phoenix Wright. I also stream on YouTube, so I dual stream. And I just play some little out of the ordinary games. So it's a fun time. Yeah, it's a fun time. This was fun though. I do wish we had a little bit more people. Win game. Oh yeah, it's a fun game. We just need more people. Yeah, you missed it when J-Rod. So J-Rod, tell me why Jay was beefing with everybody. Then y'all killed him. Then Twizzy died. Y'all threw CJ in jail. Y'all was being crazy. I'm sorry. Y'all was being a little too crazy. So I got a little plan for this week. Tuesday I most likely will not be streaming. I have to see though. It's kind of up in the air. I recently had a family member kind of going through some hard times, so I don't know what week it's gonna be, but I'm gonna have to be gone. I think Tuesday I am gonna have to be gone though, and then I think it might be Friday. I have to find out what's going on. But yeah, I enjoyed this game. Well, I'll have to I think next time I'll try to get a party or a group of people, and then we'll just sit here and play this. This was actually pretty fun. I really did enjoy this. Did you guys see my my video on YouTube inviting you guys to see my great reign of the kingdom? And look, it was great. I struck fear into everybody. We had a little complications, but hey, look, it was reigned in terror. I was a tyrant. I was a fearsome tyrant. Everybody was afraid of me. My wife left me, but you know what? I still had my head on my shoulders. The game even said I was most likely to die. I didn't die though. I didn't die. I do think it's a little unique that the game allows you to have a little bit of power. Like I can veto stuff. I think that was pretty cool. Um, and then there was like some other options. And I was trying to give you guys money, and you wouldn't take the money. I was trying to give you guys money, and you wouldn't take the money. I called for unity, and you guys was like, no, I'm just gonna throw this man in jail and steal his money and break down his mansion, and f his kids. Like, oh my gosh. Wild. Wild, citizens. Wild. Let me see. Alright. Well, I'm gonna quit yapping here. I think we did pretty good. I'm gonna drag us down here in this cool little section. And I'm going to look for somebody to raid real fast. Just kind of hold your horses, because it's been a long time since I raided anybody. So let me see. Let's see what we got. Is anybody streaming right now? Alright, guys. So, I'm not sure if you guys like Marvel Rivals. Not sure. Actually, hold on a second. Is there anybody streaming any more King of the Castle? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Give me one momento. Let me see. Is anybody streaming King of the Castle? No, I'm the only person streaming King of the Castle. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna drag you guys to Sunny. It's been a while since I raided somebody. Let me see. Slash. Say hi. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. It's been good. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for playing. If you liked anything, please like, comment, subscribe on Twitch, YouTube. And I'll see you guys next time.